Namaste. Welcome to Tridevi Chumunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining us for our Friday Puja and Satsang. This is part 59 of our series on the 64 Yoginis. And tonight we are honoring Dhumawati Yogini. I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So first, this coming Tuesday, 7 p.m., will be our next installment of Kali for Everyone, and we'll be honoring Ma Pratyangira, also known as Narashimi, the Divine Mother in the form of a lioness. And then next Friday, 7 p.m. also, we'll be doing our monthly Yoga Nidra practice. The topic of that to be announced. Again, welcome and namaste. Anybody who happens to be tuning in right now, please feel free to say hello using the chat function on the bottom of your screen. So, Dhumawati, as well as one of the 64 Yoginis, is also one of the 10 Mahavidyas. And as you may have heard me say before, the first 5 of the Mahavidyas represent internal processing and healing. And the remaining 5 are the manifestations of externalized service. So, just to give you an example, the Mahavidya who comes before Dhumawati, Ma Chinnamasta, the one who severs her own head, represents the desire to help and heal others after having undergone such transformations personally. She also represents selfless service or seva. Similarly, the remaining 4 of the Mahavidyas, to which Dhumawati would be the first of these, they represent roles and functions taken by those whose mission is to both lead and transform. Ma Dhumawati is the elder teacher, the wise woman. She is knowledge gained through experience. Most typically, she is shown as an older woman, a widow, sitting upon a carriage with no draft animals. And I'll say a bit more about her symbolism. Her name means the smoky one, smoke from fires of transformation, as well as hidden knowledge. Her appearance as a poor widow is an illusion itself, and this image conveys the idea that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but instead in knowledge. She is the Shakti without a Shiva. She has consumed him. Therefore, she represents pure feminine power. She is pictured in a carriage, again, without any kind of draft animal, no horse, no oxen, for example, representing stillness and focusing on the present moment. And she is seen, as we see on the top here, in the company of crows, reminding us of the temporary nature of all things. Crows being carrion birds, the slow picking away of attachments. Symbolically, crows are also the carriers of divine wisdom. In Nepali folklore, it is said that crows taught language to the first humans, and crows themselves can sometimes be trained to imitate speech, similar to a parrot or a myna bird. She is shown carrying a winnowing basket, representing the powers of discrimination. So the winnowing basket is used in preparing rice for cooking, or also for baking items if the rice is to be ground into a flour. So what winnowing involves is taking some of the grain and hitting it with a couple of wooden sticks to break the husk around the rice. And then the rice, as we see in this picture here on be on your left, is thrown into the air or poured, and the wind carries away the husk, hence leaving only the grain. Dhumawati is therefore the divine crone and the giver of divine knowledge and magical powers, or siddhis. So, to say a bit more about Dhumawati, we can look at Dhumawati Yogini's image at the Hirapur temple in Orissa. And these have been the images we've been focusing on primarily in this series. And so here's the image from Hirapur. Like so many of the other Divine Mother images, this image has undergone a great deal of damage. The face has been broken away, as has one of her hands. But we can see the second hand. Both hands are holding the winnowing basket in the center. I mentioned that she is typically seen in the company of crows. This particular image is rather unusual because she is standing on a bird, only this bird appears to be a duck. And I'd like to say a little bit about the significance of the duck in Hindu and East Indian symbolism. So in Hindu symbolism, the duck represents an individual entity following demigods like the Yoginis into the sky, and this signifies a connection to divine beings and illustrating the journey of the soul toward spiritual aspirations. Ducks are also associated with qualities like adaptability. So ducks can live quite comfortably both in the water and on land. They're associated with nurturing, the mother duck protecting her offspring, and also emotional resilience. So just to say a little bit more about that, ducks are seen as symbols of emotional strength, also encouraging individuals to remain calm and composed despite underlying challenges. Ma Dhumawati's seed mantra that we'll be using both in our puja and our meditation is the syllable Dhum, spelled either D-U-M or D-O-O-M. And so for our puja, we'll be using Om Dhum NAMAHA. We are bowing down to the powers of Dhumawati. And then for giving the offerings to our ritual fire, we're going to make a slight little switch. And we're going to chant the mantra Om Dhum SWAHA, SWAHA being more appropriate to giving fire offerings. The syllable SWAHA is sometimes translated to mean I am one with the divine. This is a card from a modern Yogini-based divination deck. This is kind of a reconstruction of the Hirapur image of Dhumawati and what she might have looked like when the image still had her face and her arms intact. Again, holding the winnowing basket in the center, and in this case, standing on a waterfowl. It's kind of interesting that on one hand, Dhumawati is associated with heat and smoke and fire, but in the Hirapur image, we see a close association with water. Our previous Yogini was Ganga, associated with the river Ganges. So in these latter Yoginis, we seem to have this strong association with the water element. And water, of course, is the basis of life. Life began in the oceans. And there's a proverb from the Tao Te Ching: humanity at its best, like water, serves as it goes along. And I think this is very appropriate for these latter Mahavidya goddesses, in that they illustrate ways in which we can serve our fellow human beings. We go through the path of the first 5 Mahavidyas. We're healing ourselves. And then we reach a point where we can no longer contain that healing within ourselves. It has to be shared outside. And Dhumawati is very much the knowledgeable grandmother who teaches and protects her grandchildren. Jai Ma Dhumawati. Jai Ma Dhumawati. Jai Ma Dhumawati NAMAHA. So I invite you to take a comfortable seated position where you can look upon our altar with a relaxed gaze. Maybe roll the shoulders back to open the chest so your breath can be full, keeping your back straight. You can be seated upon your mat, maybe with a cushion under your hips, or a straight back chair would work very well for our meditations as well. And when we get to after our fire offerings, when we do our guided meditation, you're also quite welcome to lie on your back in Shavasana if that's more comfortable for you as well. But let's begin tonight's workings as we so often do. Breathing slowly, breathing deeply, letting go of the cares and the concerns of the day. Breathing away those things that stand in the way of our ability to focus upon the present moment. Just breathe those things away. And breathing away those things that might stand in the way of our awareness of that divine presence, not just surrounding us, but also within. And focusing our breath and our attention upon our heart center. And there connecting with the divine in whatever form we are closest to. And as always, I invite you to think about some aspect of your life that is now ready for healing or transformation or resolution. And this can be something for yourself or for somebody close to you. And just take a moment and ask for the Divine Mother's assistance at this time. And bringing the palms of our hands together at our heart center, let's open our practice by chanting Ma Dhumawati's seed syllable Dhum 3 times. Deep inhale. Another deep inhale. And one last deep inhale. Jai Ma Dhumawati. Jai Ma Dhumawati. Jai Ma Dhumawati. Om Pavitra Pavitro Vasarvavastam Gatopi Vayashmade Pandarikaksham Sabya Bianta Sushi. Om Shuklam Bharadhanam Vishnum Sashivanam Shatobhijam Prasnavananam Dayat Sava Vignopasantaye Jai Ganesha. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshvara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Guru Ve Namah. Jai Guru. Om Trayambakam Yajamaye Sagandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyam Amritat. Om Namah Shivaya. Devi Prapanote Hare Prasida Prasida Matara Jagata Kilasya Prasida Bishvesvara Pe Vishvam Tvameshwara Devi Chachara Charasya Jema Devi. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Shama Shiva Datri Svasvada Namostute. Jaya Tvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutita Harani Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute. Jema Kali. Om Dhumavataye Namah. Om Dhumavataye Namah. Om Dhumavataye Namah. Jema Dhumavati. Lam Vam Ramyam Ham Om. 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 Om Dhum Namah. Om Dhum Namah. Om Dhum Namah. Om Dhumavataye Namah. Jema Dhumavati. Jema Dhumavati. Jema Dhumavati. Kapuragodam Karunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujigendra Haram Sadama Satam Vidyadavinde Bivam Bivani Saitam Namami. Devi Prapanote Hare Prasida Prasida Matara Jagata Kilasya Prasida Vishve Svarape Vishvam Tvamishwara Devi Chachara Charasya Agni Jyotir Jyoti Agnir Sva Agni Jyotir Jyoti Agnir Sva Agni Jyotir Jyoti Agnir Sva. So I invite you to join me in chanting the mantra Om Dum Svaha. 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 Om Dum Swaha. Jema Dhumawati. Jema Dhumawati. Jema Dhumawati. Nama. Jema. 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 Feel the power of the mantra. Feel it through you and as a part of you, guiding you to the healing, the resolution, or the guidance that you need for yourself or for someone close to you. Jema Dhumawati. Jema Dhumawati. Jema Dhumawati. So I invite you now to sit comfortably. Allow your spine to rise naturally, rolling the shoulders back, letting your hands rest softly and gently closing your eyes. Taking a slow inhale through the nose and inhaling gently through the mouth. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Taking one more deep breath in and letting go. And allowing your breath to become effortless and natural. And allowing your awareness to go within. And I invite you to imagine a vast gray sky at twilight. Not frightening, just quiet, empty, infinite. And begin to notice the soft white smoke drifting across the inner landscape. This is the realm of Ma Dhumawati, the divine widow, the wisdom that remains when illusions have fallen away. She's not a goddess of perfection. She's a goddess of truth after disappointment. She is the stillness after loss. She is the silence after noise. She is the quiet after events. And feel yourself releasing the need to appear strong. releasing the need to fix anything, and releasing the need to become someone else. Just let that white smoke carry those things away. Carrying away old expectations. Carrying away unfinished grief. Carrying away exhaustion. Carrying away bitterness. And carrying away the fear of emptiness. Don't try to push anything away. Just simply let it dissolve. Let it dissolve and let it rest in the space of what remains. And if emotions arise, then let them arise. And if numbness arises, let it be there too. In this meditation, nothing is rejected. You're resting in a realm of complete acceptance. Complete acceptance of things as they are. And I invite you to silently repeat the following words to yourself. I allow what is ending to end. I allow what is empty to be empty. In stillness, wisdom appears. I allow what is ending to end. I allow what is empty to be empty. In stillness, wisdom appears. I allow what is ending to end. I allow what is empty to be empty. In stillness, wisdom appears. And begin to imagine an old wise presence beside you. Ancient, compassionate, beyond appearances, not comforting you with false promises, but sitting with you completely, like a wise, patient grandmother. And feel the strange presence of being, just simply being with what is real. And if you wish, you may softly, silently repeat to yourself the Bij mantra associated with Dhumawati. Dhum. 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 Repeating slowly with the breath. Dhum. Dhum. Dum. 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 And feel the sound dissolving metal noises like smoke dispersing into the sky. Dum. 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 And let the mantra fade away. And allow yourself to sit in silence for the next few breaths. And when you're ready, bring awareness back to your body, taking a deep and clearing breath. Feel the ground beneath you, clothes that cover you, the temperature of the air upon your skin. Slowly moving your fingers and your toes, your arms and your legs, keeping your eyes closed. And slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Taking a moment to give gratitude to the Divine Mother in all of her forms, knowing that she is with you to guide you, to heal you, and grant you those things that you need most. And give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight, knowing you can in the future replay the recording of this broadcast and do this meditation whenever you have need. And maybe chanting the syllable Dum, 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 to help you go into a state of stillness and silence whenever you have need. And slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me this evening. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. And thank you so very much. I'd like to thank everyone who is joining this evening live. That includes AJ and Kim. I'd I'd like to thank anyone else who is joining us live, and also anyone who'll be watching the recordings in the future. Please take some time for some quiet contemplation before resuming the day's or the evening's activities. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday, 7 p.m., when we honor Ma Pratingira, the Divine Mother, as a protective and nurturing lioness. Until then, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you again, and Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Good night. Jai Ma.